Yeah.
The other thing I would say as well is that in the workplace, people have an expectation that organizations know what's going on in the political climate, and that they have a view on it, or they recognize it, or there is an acknowledgement. Yeah. So, when obviously it's been going on for a while, but when there was a real kind of increase in conflict in the Middle East, in Palestine, there were people who came to me in the office saying, are we going to put any correspondence or communication about this? What is our stance on this, and what support are we giving to people who have family there? There's a lot more of an expectation now, and I think I know we use the word, pre and post COVID, but actually post COVID, I have found in my role working in different organizations in this space, there is a lot more of an expectation that people expect organizations to be fully aware of what's going on, acknowledge it, support people through it. And I don't think that was necessarily the case before. And personally, I think it's a good thing. I think, because at the end of the day, we can turn around and have the view that, work is work and we should just be focusing on work and supporting people on doing that. But if people are thinking about stuff outside of work and they can't focus on what they're doing internally, then it becomes a work thing. And especially now that we have this hybrid working, people's personal life and work life has merged, and we have to consider these things.
And it's like, how do you combine that? How much should an organization get involved with some of these things that are going on outside of the workplace?
If it's affecting work.
What do you think is appropriate in terms of people coming to you, and where's that limit? I think it's constantly difficult to know where the goalpost is.
I've got an answer, but Nicola, jump in. I've got an answer to this, but I'll let you jump in.
I think it's about offering signposting. Obviously, first of all, you can't not offer signposting today.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's about offering signposting and supportive spaces, because you know what, everybody doesn't want to go and access the mental well-being interventions because they feel like it's not for them. It's uncomfortable. They'd rather stick pins in their eyes. You've got to give people access to stuff that they can do in their own private space, right? That's we'll talk about that a little bit more, I'm sure, but it's like diversity of how you offer support.
I completely agree. Workplaces and corporations and companies are not politicians. They don't have to have a political affiliation or have a view on these things. It's very much about, and this, a very good comment has just come in about, making sure you're not offending people. It's not about expressing your view and saying we support this or we lean to this. It's more about acknowledging.
We support you. Yeah,
100%. We know what's happening, but we support you. Okay, and this is what we have available to you. This is your choice. You can access it. If not, and it's your choice whether you want to or not. And that is normally enough. The acknowledgement and then the support to say this is what we have available for you.
Yeah, because the research shows that if employees, I know this sounds a little bit cliche, but if they feel that they're supported, then that actually goes a long way for their own mental health. And it's this, it's like when we feel we're cared for in life or seen, right? Yeah. That's when we feel better in ourselves. And it's that consistency, it's that gesture.